I hope you have some energy to start today's class, although some of you have gotten a reminder, right? So I will start presenting my screen because it's almost 8:15 and we have to cover many things, okay? So, last class we covered about sets, an introduction to sets, um, elements, and the cardinality of a number, right? Of a set, the cardinal number of a set. I'm sorry. So now, now that we have covered that, we have a short activity, short, just to remind you about the cardinal number of a set. If you are getting, let's see, if you see me all blur or something, please let me know. I don't know why my internet is not working that good today. Okay, so if you didn't understand something clear, just tell me and I will repeat. So basic rules, activity 1, find the cardinal number of the following sets. We just have 2 sets there. Okay, so in the chat box, send the answer for number 1 and number 2. We have this is your activity 1 in your assignment. So please take note of it. I think this is number 1. I forgot to put it here, but this is number 1 of your activity 1. So in the chat box, you will write the cardinal number of the following set. We have M equal to P, Q, R, S, T, U, and P equals to red, yellow, blue, green, purple, gray, and pink. Okay, so what is the cardinal number of the following sets? Let's write that in the chat box so that we can start our new topic. Find the cardinal number of the following set. Write it in the chat box. You don't have to speak. The cardinal number for number 1 says 6, says Edwin. Ryan says 6 too. 6, very good. For number 1, it is 6. And what is it for number 2? What is it for number 2? The cardinal number of the set. Okay, they're saying 7, very good. The cardinal number is 7. Remember, the cardinal number is the amount of elements in a set, okay? As I mentioned, please take note of this. This is, everything that we will do today is found on your activity 1. So, today we are covering types of sets. First, we'll cover the singleton set. This is a set that has only one element. One element. It has no more than one, right? I have a little picture there that says set A and it just has one, right? We just see number 2, which is one element. So we have an example here. K, where K is an integer between 3 and 5. We know that there is no other integer between 3 and 5 than only 4. We have 3, 4, 5. So we have in the middle the 4, right? So that is a singleton cell. Just one element, okay? We also have the finite set. A finite set is a set with a finite or countable number of elements. I have a little image there that says start and finish because it has a start and it has an end. Finite has an end, right? For example, the set of clothes that I'm wearing today. Maybe you have a t-shirt, you have a shirt, pants, you can count it, right? So that is finite. We have here set B where K is a prime number less than 20. We can count all that in B. All the elements in B can be counted, so those are finite sets. Now, infinite sets are the opposite, right? It's a set with an infinite number of elements. We cannot count them. We can count maybe the first 3 of them, but we cannot count the rest. It's huge, a huge list. For example, A good example of an infinite set is the stars. Can we count the stars? We
No,
can
miss.
try, right? We can try, but we won't be able to count the stars. Very good. We can, so it's no. So this is a very good example of an infinite set. We cannot count it. For example, multiples of 3. Why? Because we can see the very first 5 or maybe the 10, but it keeps going on. It will not end. So this is what infinite set is. Now we have the empty or null set. This might be confused with the singleton set, but it's not the same thing. Why? An empty set does not contain any element, no element. The singleton one contains only one, but this one has no. I will give you an example. Um, I have something that characterizes me so much, which are my sneezes. I always sneeze, always from when I was small to right now. So I anything because I'm very allergic, so I keep sneezing. So in today's time, the set of students around Miss Catzim when she sneezes, that would be an empty set, right? Nobody will want to be around me because I'm sneezing. They say, "Oh, Miss has COVID." Right? That's an empty set. No one will be around me. So, empty set has no elements, no elements. It is I, and it can also be represented like I have here in the set x equals and just two curly brackets with nothing inside. That is an empty or null set. It could be called the same thing. So if they ask you for an empty set, you know it's the same thing as a null set. It has no elements inside. Okay? So now the equal set. Other the equal set are two sets that have the same elements in them. Note that the order is not important. Let's see, I have a little image here that has an apple, an orange, a strawberry, a watermelon, and a banana, right? And the other set has, the set has the same thing, right? But it has a different order. But because it has the same elements, it is an equal set. If one had, let's say, a kiwi or another fruit there, then those will not be equal sets because they do not have the same elements. So I have an example. In example A, we have 1, 2, 3. And in example B, we have 1, 2, 3 also. So we know that these are equal sets because they have the same elements. And this is represented with A equals to B with an equal sign, right? If let's say if this set that I have included here in the image has A equals to E because those are equal sets, so they are represented with the equal sign. Now, we have one last set for today, which is the unequal set. The unequal set, if two sets have at least one element that is different, then it is unequal, right? It doesn't matter if it's just one element that is different, it will be an unequal set. For example, A equals to 1, 2, 3, and then we have B equals to 2, 3, 4. We have 4 instead of 1, right? We just have one different element there. But that is not equal anymore. So that will be called an unequal set. And that is represented just slightly different from the equal set, whereby you will have a little crossbar on the equal sign as I have there. Okay? So those are the 6 types of set. Do you have any question with anyone?
No, miss.
Do you understand clearly what each one is?
Yes, miss.
I'm just hearing some of you. So just
Miss,
to
I could ask a question.
yes, sure.
You could please explain the first one that you showed, please.
The singleton set. Okay. The
Yes, miss.
singleton. Okay. Sorry. The singleton set has only one element. One. For example, the set of, let's say, the set of noses that you have in your body. You just have one nose, right? So that will be just one element. You cannot put your nose here and they're asking you for a nose, right? You just have one nose, so that will be one element. Um, maybe my internet is tripping. Am I running? Because sometimes it keeps connecting and disconnecting, but I'll try my best. Okay. So the singleton cell only has one element. One. Um, what else example can I give you that you can relate to? Maybe let's say I paint my nails, but I remove everything. I just leave one nail in my finger painted. So the set of the nails that I painted will just be one because I removed everything and I just have one painted, right? The singleton cell has only one element. If it has two, three, four, five elements, it is not a singleton cell. I mean set. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying cell, but sorry, it's set. The singleton
Yes,
set.
miss.
Okay, if
Miss, ¿qué
it has
necesito para contestarme las
two, three,
preguntas
four,
ahorita?
five elements, it is not a singleton set. Because as the word says, it's single.
Concerning
Single.
Ryan
What it
necesitó
means
su
when you're
pastillo,
single?
entonces,
You're by yourself,
¿o no?
you're alone, right? So single means one element
Okay.
only.
Um,
Only one element. No more than one. Okay? Is that clearly set?
okay. Usted iba a
Yes, miss. No, yes,
preferir
thank you.
que
Okay.
Ryan
Any more
regrese face to
questions?
face o que siga online?
So the singleton set has only one element. The finite set can be counted, it has an end. The infinite set cannot be counted. I give you an example of the stars, it cannot be counted. An empty set has no elements. No elements, right? And let's see the equal set. When one set has the same amount of elements in the, I mean, when one set is equal to the other, they have the same elements. Now the unequal set, when at least one element is different from another, right? I have a little example here with the smiley faces, whereby you see that set E has three elements and set F has three elements. Well, they are not the same, so they are unequal sets. Now I have some questions here, but I will stop sharing this because I made it in a Jamboard also so that we can easily follow.
Sí,
Okay?
sí, sí,
But
sí.
now we will have some questions
Sí,
with
sí, son cosas que empecé a hablar con ella
this.
también sobre el feedback. Le dije no regreso work sin no dar feedback. Y como es como en hasta esta semana
Okay,
no
can you
podemos
see
ver
my
más
screen,
meetings,
right?
planning y esas cosas.
Yes,
Estoy
miss.
haciendo admin.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
So,
Every week
as I mentioned, please take note of these. These are all in your activity one. So this one is activity one number 2A. Is X the set of all districts in Belize infinite? Yes or no?
Yes, miss.
Alan says yes. Who else agrees? Who agrees with what
Oh, miss.
Alan said?
Oh, miss.
Why
No.
no? X is
No.
the set of all districts in Belize, right? So, because we can count the districts, right? We can count the districts. We have 6 districts. We can count them. So, because we can count them, we see it's a finite, we can count. Infinite, we cannot
Thank you too,
count.
Miss.
So,
Okay, bye.
is X the set of all districts in Belize infinite?
Yes, miss.
No,
No,
right?
miss.
No, very good.
No, miss.
No, because it's finite. Now, is Y the set of all straight line passing through a point infinite? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, right? We cannot count the amount of straight lines passing through a point. So, very good. Now, are the following equal or non-equal sets? We have number one. Set A is the set of vowels in the English alphabet, and set B is the set of all letters in the word vowel. Is it equal or non-equal?
Non-equal, miss.
They're not equal, miss.
They are non-equal. Very good. They are non-equal. Why? Because they do not have the same amount of elements. At least the non-equal says that at least one is different, but here many are different, right? So it is non-equal. Now, number two. Remember to take note of this. This is all in your assignment. This is number three. Activity one, number three. So this is also included in the PowerPoint, just that in the PowerPoint, I will not be able to circle it or to underline it. That's why I made it in a Jamboard, right? Now number two,
Miss,
C
it's non-equal.
for what? For number two?
Non-equal, miss.
For number two,
Miss,
it's
yes,
Yes, miss.
one is in the MC.
okay,
In the
very
same, miss.
good.
Yes.
Is also non-equal, right? Because it does not have the same amount of elements. At least one element is different. Now, last one. Identify as a null or singleton set. This is number 4 in your activity 1. Number 1, this set of negative 0, is
She's
that
doing the
null
worksheet or
or
no?
singleton?
No,
She's doing
miss.
the worksheet.
No, miss.
Inconvenience the class.
Null, right? We don't have negative 0 nor positive 0. We just have 0. So this is null. Very good. And number 2, B is the set of all even natural numbers which are not divisible by 2. Is this a null or singleton set? This set of all even natural numbers which are not divisible by 2. That's right. Challenging, right? You have to think. It's very easy. If you remember what even numbers are, then that should be very easy for you. The set of all even natural numbers which are not divisible by 2. So what do you think? Is that a null or a singleton set?
Singleton, miss.
Why singleton?
Because there, when you read it, it says the set of all even natural numbers which are not divisible by 2. As a unique set, I think.
Okay, this what do we know about even numbers? Any even number can be divisible by 2, right? Am I correct? Any even number can be divisible by 2. That's what characterizes an even number. So the set B is the set of all even natural numbers which are not divisible by 2. So even numbers are divisible by 2. So what would be the answer here? Null or singleton? If we know that even
No.
numbers are divisible by 2, the answer will be null. Very good. Why? Because every even number is divisible by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, way to infinity is divisible by 2. So this, it is that are not divisible. So there is no number, no even number that is not
Hola,
divisible
buenos
by
días, Miss
2.
Carmen.
All are divisible by 2.
Miss,
So
quería
just to
hacerle
end on today's
preguntas
class,
sobre
I think you should have put that here, but
Valeria
I
y
don't have
concerning
it
el reopening
here.
the school.
If I slip it, I have it on the PowerPoint.
Okay, el first one es
Um,
si Valeria está
Give
vaccinated.
an example of a finite or infinite set
Los
in
dos.
your environment or in your daily life.
Okay. ¿Y usted iba a preferir que
One
ella
example
haga
of a
face to
finite
face
and
or online?
infinite set. I mentioned some during the session.
Claude, Miss.
What was that?
Claude.
Es que
Close.
estamos
I remember.
viendo
Is
si
that finite or
su lado
infinite?
de usted si iba a preferir que ella vaya o no vaya. Y de así el colegio
Depends
iba a
how
ver
you
si,
use it.
si
Because
vaya
if we are going
uno
to
de
see the
los
close
dos.
of all the human beings in Earth, that will be infinite. We cannot count that. But if I say the clothes in my closet, you can count that, right? That will be finite. And I have another example of a finite or infinite. What would you say?
Miss, we
So,
cannot
¿qué le
count, we
pongo?
cannot
Que
count
sigue online.
the all the humanity in the world.
Yes, we cannot count the clothes of all the human beings in the world, so that will be infinite. But if we can count
Okay.
our own one, then that
Okay.
will be finite,
Okay,
right?
bueno,
We
Miss,
can count
muchas
our
gracias
own
por
one.
su
We know
tiempo.
how many blouses we have. We can count that. But we cannot count of everybody in the earth, right? In earth here. So that will be infinite. So it depends on how you put this set. Sorry, is people very good. The set of people, let's say this
That's what I was trying to tell you, Miss.
of let's say Ernest, we can count that, right? We know he has maybe his mother, his father, his sister, so we can count that, right? So that is finite. Now,
Miss,
would you
the trees, Miss.
the amount of very good? Are those finite or infinite?
Infinite.
Finite Miss.
Infinite. Very good. What would you say about your hair? Is it finite or is it infinite? Can you
It's
count your hair?
finite
Infinite,
Miss,
Miss.
and at the time infinite also Miss.
We cannot count our hair. Even though we might think we can, but we cannot. The Bible says that only God knows how many hairs we have, or if we have. Even if one falls today, He still knows it, right? But we cannot know that. We cannot know that because if we try to count 1, 2, 3, when we reach maybe to 10, we don't get confused because we have many, many. Although it might seem finite, it is not finite. It is infinite. And some of you are giving some good examples in the chat. Yes? Excuse me? I can't hear you. Could you repeat? Dirt. Okay, dirt. Very good. Dirt, we have leaves. Ernest has a big number there. And if you put 3 dots, Ernest, that will be a perfect example of infinite. Okay? So very good in giving your examples. Those were very good examples. And that is it for today's class. Remember, this is all the PowerPoint. I will be I think I have uploaded. So these are activities on these activities are found in your assignment. Okay, in
Hello, buenos
assignment
días, Miss.
one, and I have included the number there. So
Miss,
go back to the
quería
PowerPoint and
hacerle
review
unas
for your
preguntas
assignment because
sobre
if not, we will have so
passport.
many of you failing again.
Si
Okay,
tiene tiempo ahorita.
so that is it for today's class, and I will see you guys tomorrow with more
Hello.
types of sets. Okay,
Bye
so
Miss.
bye
Bye,
guys.
Miss.
See you.
Miss, excuse me, Miss, you will put the record in the
Quería saber si
in Google Classroom because I
I
don't
have
finish
it.
the
Pascual está
one
vacunado.
some notes.
What do you want? The PowerPoint?
Just no, just asking if you will put this
¿Los
record
dos
in the
tienen o
Google
no?
Classroom because
No,
I think it's
I
every day share it.
What I have in the classroom is
Hello.
a PowerPoint. The PowerPoint also has these questions. The only thing is that I do not have
Miss, ahorita
circle it,
manda un
right?
text
But
mejor.
it
Oigan,
has the same
porque nada
questions
más
with that. As I
entiendo
told you, from the beginning of the class, these were
lo
activities
que
found
estoy
in your
diciendo.
on your assignment. So I hope you got some notes there. Or if not, maybe you can quickly go to the PowerPoint there and you could see, or to the activity and you could see what we just covered, right? So this is all on the Google Classroom, this one and your two assignments for this week. So I have
Okay,
placed
Miss.
all on
Bye.
Google Classroom. Okay, goodbye class.
Bye,
Have a
Miss.
nice day, Miss
Bye.
Catzim and Miss Mai.
Bye, Miss.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, Miss Mine. Bye, Miss Catzim.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Miss, are we finished? The session finished?
Yes.
Bye, Miss.
Goodbye.
Bye, Miss.
Miss, I didn't hear anything because my internet was slow.
Okay. You can set up
Bye,
as
Miss
a
Janelle.
video. Goodbye, Ryan.
Bye, Miss Christy.
Goodbye, Ryan. Goodbye, Kennedy.
Bye, Kennedy.